What's this, you might ask? Let me just check. It's my company records. Well, what is going on, guys? My name is Arie and welcome back to another video. In this one, I wanted to talk about something that nobody really wants to talk about, but it needs to be talked about because it's very, very important. And that is the issue with, should I create an LLC, a sole proprietorship, a company, whatever you want to do with your business. I'm going to be talking about it today. And I'm going to tell you exactly kind of my journey with my LLC and exactly why I actually created one. To start, this is something you do not have to worry about at first. Obviously, you do need to be doing some volume in order for this to be even relevant, because if you're not doing a lot of volume, you're just getting started, this is just going to be an extra hassle that you're going to have to worry about before you get started, when in reality, you just need to get started, okay? That's just what you need to do right now. You need to be worrying about building your store, finding a product, advertising it, not advertising it, whatever, however you want to run this. That's what you need to be focusing on. Mark Zuckerberg said it best, taking massive imperfect action. So essentially, he just worked out all the kinks, every problem as he went, but he was taking massive action all the time. So that's what you need to be doing, okay? You need to be taking massive action and not worrying about this stuff until you need to. You will need to reference this video maybe in the future once you actually are doing some volume. And what I mean by volume is, you know, probably $2,000 a month is probably a good threshold in profits. If you're doing $2,000 a month in profit, then I would recommend you get an LLC. The main reason is because you don't want to be sued for all of your assets if something happens. Now, the chances of something actually happening are seriously like a little bit smaller than that probably. So it's actually very hard for anything to actually happen to you. But an LLC is gonna help you a ton with that. So what an LLC is, it's a limited liability company. So, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's limited liability. There's not unlimited liability. So that means that anything that you could get sued for is only gonna be your business assets. And obviously, as a dropshipper, guys, we have this big of business assets. I'm kidding. We actually do have business assets, but they're not nearly as much as like a physical business. You know, we are completely online. Our assets are essentially just the money that we make or that we've made. So that's all that they can come after. But if you don't have an LLC, if you're a sole proprietorship or you have a partnership, they can come after every single asset that you own, whether it be your house, whether it be your car, even your kids. I'm kidding, not your kids, but they will come after all your assets, and that would suck. So make sure that if you are in a position of high risk, if someone were to actually sue you, which like I said, it's not likely to happen, guys. It's not likely to happen. This is not something you should be worried about unless you're doing a lot of volume. But there is that chance, you know? So you need to consider creating a limited liability company. Now that does sound a lot more complicated and harder than it actually is. So what happened to me, for example, was I actually had a hold on my PayPal account and they needed proof of business, you know? So, and the best way to do that was for me to acquire a business, like a registered business. And the easiest way for me to do that was to create a limited liability company. Now, the process literally only took like 10 minutes. It did take like 4 more days for them to actually send over all the documents, all the legal work. But the company that I used, I actually registered it online. And here is the company. I'm gonna link it in the description as well, where you can go get it. And it does cost about $400. I paid about $420 because I paid for the express shipping, because with my situation with PayPal, I wanted it as quick as possible. I needed that business registration. So I just bought it and it was all good. So that's what I'm saying. You don't need to worry about this until you're doing some volume, because not only is it going to cost you money, but it's also going to cost you time, and time is money. So it's just going to cost you a lot of money. Exactly. It's just going to be a hassle for you to worry about that you don't need to be worrying about unless you're doing volume. I guess if you're also selling like really sketchy stuff, which you probably shouldn't sell in the first place, then you might want to do it earlier, but it is going to take a little bit of an investment. So just make sure you're prepared for that. And that's all I have for this video, guys. I just really wanted to share a little bit of my some of the things that I've been going through lately. And they did send me this awesome packet. I covered the name because it says my store name here. Like I said, I don't want to release my store quite yet. I will in the future though, because honestly, I think this store right now that made 100K in a month, I think this store has the potential to become like a big white label brand, you know? Like, I honestly think it can. So I'm gonna look into that in the future. Hopefully I can make it into a multi-million-dollar business, and I will share everything with you guys, of course. You guys are gonna be following me along in the journey. It's gonna be amazing. Be excited about it. And yeah, if you're making LLC, you'll get some company records, and you actually get like stock papers. I don't want to show them to you because it says my company name on it, but it's pretty cool. So this is all a cool process. I mean, they also gave me like a little stamp so I can stamp things with my company name. Pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways guys, that's all I got for this video. I hope you got some value out of it. I know I get this question pretty often, so hopefully this answers that. That is all I got. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.